Welcome friends to another Headvoy Karades Falelek, conferred by Google Translate to mean Monday question and answer in Hungarian. So this one was proposed by Greg Butcher, and a lot of people asked me to try out their languages, so I'll pick another next week. The reason I picked Hungarian is because I'm going to Hungary on Friday. Well, to Budapest at least. So I thought it was very fitting, and at least now I have learned 3 Hungarian words. And I'll be gone from Friday to Monday, so that means I won't have any videos out in that period, so sorry about that. And also, I'm sorry that this is late. The last 2 videos I made were pretty heavy and had big editing time, so I really got burnt out. Anyway, onto the questions. Nick Pereira asks, "Are you happy?" equals question mark in general. I feel I am pretty happy. There are some good things going on in my life. I had gone through a rough patch just after university, but things are on the up. Also, I have lots of things keeping me going. For example, a lovely YouTube community and some really rewarding work I do at the Citizens Advice Bureau. The things that bum me out most are the fact that I'm scraping the bottom of an overdraft with the bank, and that I may have to go into full-time work in something I really don't want to do very soon. But overall, I am good at the moment. How is everyone else? If you're feeling down, say so and we can get some group feels going on in here. BVI says, "I just thought of a more serious question. Have you watched the Utopia series? If not, I strongly recommend it. Really cool. If yes, where is Jessica Hyde? I've unfortunately not watched the Utopia series, although the name really does strike a bell. Where is Jessica Hyde? Well, I guess it is in her name. Hiding." I am so sorry for that awful pun. Tugas asks, "I know this question may have been asked before, but where in the UK do you live? You pointed out that you have bad internet, so I assumed you live somewhere in a rural area." I live in Derby, which is in the East Midlands, but actually it is practically the dead centre of England and one of the furthest areas each side from the sea. And yes, I live in a very rural area, and actually on a farm, that annoyingly isn't near a big town that has good internet. However, I am moving about November time to another rural house, but this one is quite close to a fibre optic supplier, although I have looked up the speeds and it seems to only get 8 megabytes. But that's still a lot faster than what I have now. I'm hoping to be able to stream Twitch then, but I won't be 100% sure. BVI again asks, "How can we be sure that you're not an alien, robot, reptilian Jewish wizard from the government? Or are you? Bubba-da bubba-da bum." That was my attempt at an X-Files theme, by the way. And the answer is, why does everybody think that so successful people are lizards? Hanukkah! The Mastermind 2802 asks, "What galaxy do you think Auraxis is in?" Omega Centauri. Just because it has such a badass name. To be honest though, they went through a wormhole. They could be anywhere. Nate Hardy asks, "Why don't you play with particles on Ultra?" I do, actually. But I don't have Bloom on because it drops my FPS too much. Maybe some of my older footage didn't have particles on, but it definitely does now. Lelion Moddeur. What's your favourite anime? My favourite anime at the moment is probably One Piece, for the simple fact that I love the politics and overarching world that has become so intertangled and lore-ridden. I absolutely love it. There are so many events that are happening that feel like a sort of a domino effect, and all these different characters have their own parts to play in it. It's amazing. However, Code Geass always has a spot in my heart, as it was my first real step into mature anime shows, and the twist in the plot and the tension between the 2 protagonists, Lelouch and Suzaku, is fantastic. Also, this current season on Crunchyroll, I've mostly been enjoying Akame ga Kill. It is nice and bold in that you never know if a main character will die or not. Also, it has tapered with our emotions by humanising the enemy group and almost making them a parallel group that you sympathise with sometimes. TheKingAbudulla says, "Are you Super MLG 420 360 no scope tricks shot phase good?" No, I am Uber Mega MLG 420 blaze it every day, no scope, Renty Zook, shot phase Patrick Stewart good. That was a mouthful. So anyway, that is all of the questions for today. Thank you very much for those questions, and if you have some more for next week, put them in the comments below. However, that one will be also on a Tuesday due to me being in Budapest. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Until next time friends, Joshino.